What is going on, guys? TKD 1, 2, 3 bigger video, and it has been a while. It's been about 2 days. I know, such a long time, but I didn't have the album review. I'm still iterating on that. I'm still thinking about just like different way of doing it, and I have an idea that I'm probably gonna debut this weekend. We'll see. But a lot of things happened just in the realm of Call of Duty, like more specifically. But make sure before we get into all this news, make sure to check out my full entire Let's Play of Battlefront 2, the full story mode I did on Friday. It is a full 4.5 hour, give or take 10 minutes or so, video and live stream that I did on the channel on Friday, so make sure to go check it out on the channel. Now, first up here, amongst all of the World War II news, I want to give a quick update on the headquarters. Of course, a lot of you, and also myself, have been noticing that when you go into headquarters, there hasn't been any people in it. It's not populated, and that's because Sledgehammer Games turned off the actual service to let people just join your headquarters and be, just like this open live thing for the time being, because there's a lot of issues with headquarters, since launch. And now we are having reports that people are coming back online, that people are able to see other players in their headquarters as well, so it won't be so lonely now, and they will be just doubling down on that promise of having 48 players in headquarters at any given time. And I like this mainly because of the different type of challenges you get and the different type of things you get from contracts. So like there'll be some where you have to do a 1v1 with someone else, or there'll be some where you'll have to commend the player in the lobby, and now you will actually be able to do those challenges and stuff like that moving forward. So that's really good news. And also with the sign that, hey man, we are finally getting past those initial launch issues that we've been played with the game and everything. And although this is not, a perfect game yet, I'm saying, there's still some issues, but overall the game is improving day by day, and obviously it's seen by such other games that they care and they're actually making iterations to the game and making improvements overall. So definitely a big thing there to see this morning. Another thing here is that a lot of players, including myself, kind of notice here, where in World War II, when you're in a gunfight, right, when you get a couple shots off of one guy and you guys are both exchanging shots in a just ongoing, gun match, whatever, a lot of times you will get hit with a lot of flinch. And me personally, I'm kind of indifferent about the, inclusion of flinch in Call of Duty games, because I see the point why not, right? It's just a thing that is algorithmic, it's pointless, it throws off people's, aim for really, just for realism, sake, which is great, but at the end of the day, it is just an external force that is influencing your actual playability, and it's messing you up with that, you can't control, whatever. And of course, there's some perks here and there. I'm sure there's a basic training that limits the flinch, whatever, but here we have some tweets from Michael Condrey saying that they are making global changes to flinch and are coming. We are playtesting to ensure balance across all weapons and divisions. And he also went on to include they were also looking at global flinch values to ensure it matches gold standard, which is, quote, in line with Black Ops 2 running toughness. And that's basically his gold standard, and that's what I would agree with as well, because when you played Black Ops 2, right, and you didn't have toughness, you flinched so much. It was absolutely absurd, right? So honestly, in that sense, toughness was so vital and so crucial and such of a crutch in Black Ops 2, and to just have that automatically in the game would be a great thing to just have overall. So definitely do feel like they need to turn on the flinch, and it looks like they will be doing so in the coming days. Now let's get into the real nitty-gritty of this whole thing. What really blew up this morning, what really went down over the weekend and stuff like that, and really just kind of went to a forefront on Monday today, and that is that new weapons and supply drops have been found in World War II game files. Now listen, if you are sitting here and you are really surprised that weapons are in supply drops, dude, you need to get a reality check here. Listen here, supply drops are here to stay, okay? And weapons in supply drops are here to stay. We will never have a supply drop system where there won't be weapons in those supply drops, okay? It's a very, very good incentive for people that buy supply drops to get supply drops. It's a good incentive for people that are on the edge about buying supply drops, but when they see these new weapons in here, they're more inclined to buy them. Like, it is a money-making machine, and there is no way, I see at least, that Activision will ever let down the exclusive weapons in supply drops. No matter how much we don't want it, no matter how much I don't want it, no matter how much I feel that even to the lowest degree, even if you have the weapons available for Season Pass, not even the other variants of those new weapons, just give me the base new weapon as a Season Pass owner, right? Just give me that. That is a stretch for them to even do that. So let's get into some of these leaks here. These were found on Reddit by a user, and it looks like there's gonna be a ton of new weapons. And what's interesting here is that these are already in the game files, right? So these, of course, will be released and of course will be unlocked through good old supply drops, you know, over the course of the few months that the game is garnering its play base and things like that, and like just running its course, right? So of course we will eventually have these in supply drops moving forward. But some of the guns include the Gewehr 43 Type 5, the Volkssturm Gewehr, the Beretta 38, the Sten, the Beretta 30, the M1919, the MG81, the Arasaka, which I kind of remember from World at War, I think, the Winchester 94 lever action, the Enfield number 2, the Walther, the P38, the Reichs revolver, ice pick, combat knife, and the trench knife. Now look here, man, look, now what really grabbed me about this whole thing, right, is how many weapons are here, right? This is a lot. Like, look here, like, you know, this is a leak from the in-game files, okay? Like, this isn't from a, you know, update that they just put into the game. There isn't anything like that. These are in-game files, right? And so for them to have these in the game already in the files just leads me to believe that these were, of course, at least some of these were definitely going to be on the disc, but they pulled it for some, like, that's just what I think overall, right? Of course that might be wrong, of course it might be just, you know, talking on my ass here, but you know, these just having the overwhelming amount of weapons here, and, you know, melee weapons and everything, and just looking at the game, looking at the base game, and looking, you know, a lot of people are saying, hey, like, this weapon amount here is kind of sparse, and the map amount here are kind of sparse, you know what I'm saying? But it looks like, you know, at least for me, man, like, if the shoe fits, it definitely looks like they pulled some you know, guns, stuff like that were going to be meant for the in-game, for the base game, and it looks like they may have pulled those for good old supply drops, right? But another thing they found here was that there are going to be new types of supply drops, right? So there are 3 new supply drops that are going to be types in the game. They're legendary, epic, and weapon supply drops. And right now I think we have rare and normal supply drops, and zombie crates as well. But you know, with the inclusion of the weapon supply drop, that is super intriguing, because, you know, we did have those, you know, limited run things where on, like, Black Ops 3 they would have the play-by-play, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called, but you could be guaranteed a weapon. But the catch was those were only for a limited time. Those weren't for, you know, the full longevity of the game. Those weren't a constant thing here. But it looks like they may be putting it into World War II full time here, and this is going to be a very, very interesting thing, you know, just like thing to see here, where we have this new crate where, you know, maybe there can be contracts and stuff like that where you are guaranteed a weapon supply drop, right? And like make it one of the ones that are super hard, like get, you know, 500 kills an hour or some crazy like that, you know, like just to make it difficult, obviously, but maybe, you know, this could be a relatively easier way to get the new weapons here, is getting just a way to get a specific weapon supply drop and then to get one of the weapons here. So maybe this could be a, you know, Silver Linings playbook to this whole thing. But did I just name a movie off of I said the whole, whatever, man. But, you know, looking back, right, looking back on the mess that was Infinite Warfare, right, one thing that they did right was that if you own the season pass, like I said before, you did get the base weapon, right? You know, whenever they put in new weapons in the supply drop server, if you owned the season pass, which I always get the season pass just because I want to cover the map packs and everything, stuff like that, but you know, you got the base weapon no matter what, right? It was just unlocked in your inventory. You can go and use it, right? And I like that feature overall. I love that feature, and I wish that it was in World War II. It looks like it's not going to World War II unless you know, they haven't like announced it or said anything about it. But at least from here, from this angle, it looks like it's not in here, and I wish it was, because that was a good way to give a little ooh-ah to those that are really supporting, you know, your season pass and really supporting the game overall on a long-term basis, is that, you know, they're willing to drop, you know, the extra money for the map packs up front, even if you don't even announce it yet, you know what I'm saying? So that speaks volumes, right? You know what I'm saying? But I really hope they do that. I don't think they are, but, you know, who knows? But that was just a quick roundup of all the World War II stuff that's going on today. It's a ton of news, and you know, I'm enjoying the game overall. I wish there was more maps, but I am, you know, enjoying the game for what it is right now, and that has been my time. So if you want to enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and channel below. I appreciate all of you guys giving me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.